There is a dialogue in Mahanati where Dulkar says, పేరు బాగా వినపడుతుంది, నీ పేరు బాగా వినపడుతుంది అంటాడు.
Thank you.
Atla, I felt the same, when I saw you in Kantha. What a performance.
Thank you.
It was a brilliant performance.
Thank you.
But to be honest, let me tell you, I was not expecting. I was just gauging you according to your earlier films. So I was thinking you might not be able to do this, do justice, but you've amazing. It was fantastic.
Thank you so much.
That was your first ever film, right? When we spoke earlier also in a group interview, you was telling the same thing. And it is a very, very performance-based film. And if not now, I cannot ever. So I need to give my best.
Yeah.
So, but was it not a stress over your head?
To be very honest, I told you I come from a non-industry background, right? And it's taken me a lot to reach where I am today. It's taken a lot of rejections, a lot of no's, and a lot of I'm not sure, should I go for it? And also parents were not sure of it. And I fought with all of that and I was like, I am going to go for it. At least I want to try. Fail okay, pass okay, parledu. But naku oka chance kavali. And that one chance was Kantha for me. When the script came to me, I read it, did a narration with the director. I was in awe of the character. I was like, finally, the world is going to see who I am and what all I can do and my potential and my talent. And this film kept getting delayed. And I was like, what is happening? What is happening? What do I do? So, of course, chala frustration undi, but I just know one thing, that I believe in God's timing. A lot of messages are coming now that I hope it was your debut film. I hope it was this, all of that. But parledu kada. What I feel and I believe that timing is decided by the God. When it's right, things happen. When it's not, things won't happen, no matter what you do. So I'm very happy with how I've come here. I'm very happy with how I'm, belonging to people here now. At that moment, everybody was like, we know what you can do. We're just waiting for Kantha to release. Yeah.
Very true. But when I started watching the film, 20 minutes through the film, I was expecting that this is going to be really big. I mean, your character is going to be really very big and you need to give the best performance, and it is going to have varied emotions within the character.
Yeah.
So that was where I was like thinking, oh my God, can this girl pull it off? Because she's so young and she hasn't still understood, how the films work. I was having my own opinions. What were you thinking when you were actually doing that role? Because as I said, there was no reference. It is some 40s, 50s era film.
Right.
And those costumes, the way you talk, the way you sit, the way you, your body language, everything matters.
Right.
What was your referral points? What was one or two things that you picked up from, through which this character evolved?
Right. See, personally, I've always been a fangirl of Madhubala. Growing up, I've read a lot about her and her life journey, and she was the name, in the industry back then. And it really inspired me in a lot of ways, because she wasn't just put in like one strand of character. She could do everything, and which was very beautiful. And also Shri Devi Garu, Savitri Garu. So I think the director and I worked on the character a lot. We saw these films and we are like, okay, what do we want to take out of the films that we are watching? We had enough prep time. We spent a lot of time discovering Kumari. How does she talk? What does she feel? Why is she talking like that? Every little thing, if you ask me, I will have an answer. I know her that much. So to know a character that deeply, that if you ask me anything about her which you don't even know in the film, I can answer you. I think that was my goal.
Amazing, isn't it? Because that character has many layers.
Yes.
Like that character is vulnerable.
Yeah.
That character is someone who just can do anything for love.
Yeah.
That character is something which is just unable to decide between the director and the hero. She loves both of them, but she doesn't know what to do. So there are it is an emotional roller coaster
Yes.
to actually understand the
Right.
character. There are two scenes, I mean, wherein Dulquer enters and then immediately you enter into the hall. You just pass him and go and stand behind the
Right.
director.
The intro of Shanti.
But when you enter into the scene, your expressions were like you were wanting to meet Dulquer. But you just changed the expressions within a split second and you went and stood behind him saying that I'm
Yes.
someone who belonged to this person.
Yeah.
So what was the brief given to you?
You know, to be very honest, I studied each and every scene very deeply. You know, I had my own inputs, and thankfully, the director was gracious enough to, he never treated me like a newcomer. I think that's one thing that helped me with Kumari a lot, because if you just treated me like a newcomer, I would have probably sat quietly and, you know, listened to your instructions and performed accordingly. But he took a lot of my inputs, he took a lot of my personality into this character, and he gave me like a playground to play with. He was my father and he's like, go and play in this playground. It was like that. And when you get that feeling, you just want to go all out in the character and study. Ante, I don't like thinking a lot, Prema Garu. Ante. Firstly, I think with any of the performance that you'll see of mine, whether it's Kanta or AKT or coming forward in the journey of my life, I think what helps me a lot is the sensitivity that I have towards emotions. I'm extremely sensitive. And I think that helps me big time to be an actor, because I understand emotions very deeply and I value them a lot. The world tells us don't be emotional, you know, get up, be strong. I tell them stop. I'm okay. I want to be this emotional because this is my superpower.
Even I am the same. Many people tell me, why do you do interviews with so much of emotion and so much of, you know, personalized expressions, which will sometimes, you know, pull you down, which makes you an emotional drama queen and all such stuff. So I said, see, that's my strength, which nobody else has. And I think I need to talk this so that such stories go out and people get inspired. Common people, na? You're someone who didn't have any background at all and you came into the industry. So we need to talk your story in that tone itself. Only then you can inspire many.
I respect you so much, Prema Garu. I know it's just been like a few months of knowing you, but and this is our first proper solo interview, but you know, you're that person. If you can't say something nice, don't say nothing at all. And you really make all of us feel very comfortable. And so much positive energy from somebody like you means a lot to us, because we're always on that front of what to do, what not to do. You make us feel very comfortable. So
Thank you so much, Bhagyashri. Coming from you means a lot.